Bottomless Bowls Experiment by Brian Wensink. When you are given an 18-ounce bowl of soup versus a 12-ounce bowl of soup, most individuals will consume the whole bowl, while still feeling satisfied with both quantities. People tend to forget that the quantity of a large bowl is not the same quantity as the amount of a small bowl. The quantities in these two bowls vary greatly, however, we eat the same portion regardless of bowl size, though it is different and we feel no more satisfied. Our hypothesis is that altering visual cues of how much food is eaten will influence the amount consumed. The methods in the experiment included: participants were scheduled 4 per session to a mealtime setting. 2 received a self-filling bowl while the other 2 received a normal-sized bowl. They were instructed to eat as much soup as they wanted. After 20 minutes, the participants received a questionnaire. They were instructed to rate each question on a scale from 1 to 9 based on how hungry they were before the experiment, how sated they were after, and whether they tried to eat the entire bowl until it was empty. The best way to describe this experiment is to analyze the experimenters' expectations of soup consumption versus how much they actually consumed. It is believed that the participants ate their soup by using the fill level as a visual cue of how much they consumed. 61% strongly agreed with the statement, "I usually eat until I reach the bottom of the bowl." Although achieving the bottom of the bowl could not be accomplished with the self-refilling bowl, the reference point it represents could still influence consumption. Participants with the refillable bowl noted that it seemed impossible to finish their soup. Although these participants usually consumed 73% more than those with the non-refillable bowl, they did not believe they consumed any more than the others. Participants with the non-refillable bowl were about 30 calories off of their calorie count, while the participants with the refillable bowl were about 140 calories off of their calorie count, while still believing they consumed no more than the other participants. In concluding this experiment, throughout all individuals, the amount of soup they believed they consumed versus the amount of calories they consumed were correlated. Neither believed they consumed more or less calories, or believed they felt more or less sated, even though the bottomless bowl participants consumed significantly more.
This is an advertisement for Red Lobster's Endless Shrimp for $15.99. Try as much as you like, any way you like. The ad contains photos of very enticing looking shrimp. The words endless shrimp is a visual cue that would lead the consumer to believe that they will have a larger portion. In relation to bottomless bowls, the consumer will eat more than normal because they have a larger portion, but still feel no more or less sated. A way to change this ad would be to remove the words endless. This would lead a consumer to expect less food and they would eat less, while still feeling no more or less sated than with the endless portion.
The following is an ad from Olive Garden's Unlimited Soup, Salad, and Breadsticks. In this ad, the words unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks is a visual cue which would give the consumer the idea that they will have a larger and endless portion to eat. To relate this to bottomless bowls, more food will be consumed with this portion size rather than a portion size that is much smaller. By removing the word unlimited, the consumer will anticipate a smaller portion size, but still feel just as sated as the individual consuming the unlimited portion or the larger portion.
The following is an ad for larger than average size burgers. There are 2 main visual cues: the words "You deserve a Mega Mac" and the picture of large burgers. In relation to bottomless bowls, people who see this ad will choose to eat large portions simply because more food is present. Even when eating larger portions, people will be sated the same. To show this, you can replace the large burgers with smaller burgers. People will still choose to eat the burgers regardless of known size because the cue Mega Mac implies more food. Although they are eating smaller portions, they will feel no more or less sated.